Maddie from Hello Interloper here. First thing is first, the World Battle Coliseum guide is still in the making. I'm very sorry for the long time that I've been working on it, but I've had a very busy week and I have been only having a little bit of time every night to write the script. But just want to give you guys an idea of how long this actually is going to be. Right now, it's 1,500 words. That's about 5 pages double spaced in Word. It's definitely going to be very strategic and in depth, so it's definitely going to be worth the wait. Now, today I'm going to be talking about the current event, and that is the Fire Cell Dragons. It is a raid boss event, and I'm pretty excited for this one, mostly because they have added some really interesting things with not only the raid boss, but they also are giving us an opportunity to use that new elite golem. Now, first of all, I'm going to quickly go over the legendary because we do see a new skill here, although it's kind of a second version of a skill that we already know. Archduke Os, or I guess you could call him Ozzy, however you feel like calling him. He's rather an elegant looking legendary. He's, I believe, a jaguar. I could be wrong, of course. But this is one of two different cat like familiars that we're going to be seeing today in this event. Now, quickly, I'm going to go extend this down so you can see the ability. The ability is Cloak and Dagger 2. Take heavy damage in place of nearby ally and counter, which is rather interesting because people who have been kind of looking into the data of this game have shown that this will actually be an increased attack multiplier, where Cloak and Dagger normally is 100% attack, which means that it will retaliate with the attack amount. This is actually going to be a 1.5 attack damage multiplier, so it will do more damage than a regular attack. Kind of interesting, and also it's a very fitting ability if you see the fact that he does have a shield. He does kind of look a little too skinny and elegant to really be a guarding sort of familiar, but whatever. It's still a very interesting design. And once again, we're kind of seeing this whole thing where Blood Brothers devs are trying not to exactly, I would like to say, balance everything out in terms of stats. We see a lot of disparity when it comes to agility, which makes sense. He's supposed to be a defensive, a little bit offensive character. But he has very high HP, low agi, about a 5k discrepancy there, which is definitely interesting. I'm glad to see that this is getting a little more strategic. Not every single event, rare or legendary, has, completely even stats, and it's only the skills that differ. It's everything now. Pretty interesting. So I'm kind of going to show you an up-close version of him. Very cool. And then, of course, what you guys are probably all looking forward to is the raid boss. This is the raid boss named Astaroth. And starts out as just plain old Astaroth, and then it turns into Astaroth, Duke of Fear 2. And we have a new ability here. Rather interesting. Fire Cell Roar, which is, of course, related to Fire Cell Dragons, because Astaroth is supposed to be the guardian of these dragons, and as you can see, in the third and fourth evolution, Astaroth is actually sitting on a dragon. It's kind of funny to note that there is some discrepancy here with the gender of Astaroth, although when you start the raid event, I forgot her assistant, the little assistant name. Oh man, I don't even remember. But anyway, she says he. Well, Astaroth absolutely has breasts. So whether or not this is just a sort of translation glitch, I don't know. Unless it's a he/she, and that'll be rather funny. But one thing I'm just going to quickly go over is the fact that, of course, whenever they mention the stats in these sort of infographics, they are not perfect evolutions. So I'm just going to quickly take a moment to tell you about the perfect evolution stats. So when it's perfect evolution, the HP should be around 17k. It's actually 16995, but close enough. About 14k 15k for defense, about 15k for wisdom, and about 12k for agility. So then we're going to go back to Astaroth, quickly go over the stats here. And when we do see the perfect evolution stats, once again we have this nice discrepancy between statistics here. We have about 12k HP, about 14k attack, about 10k defense, about 15k wisdom, and 14k agility. So, once again, we have another familiar that has very low defense, but an extremely high stat, which happens to be wisdom, and also a pretty high agility. So, Fire Self Roar is 3 random fire strikes that sometimes lower attack. What it's going to be is a 1.5 times wisdom multiplier with a 30% chance of lowering an enemy's attack by 20% of her or his wisdom. So, rather interesting. I think we're going to be seeing a lot more of these kind of skills in the future, because we had, just in the previous event, one that lowered defense. We're probably going to be seeing more of those as time goes on. It seems that the Blood Brothers devs like to use that. Now, a little bit something different. We are actually seeing 3 elites, kind of like last raid boss event when they released the forgot what it was called, Sir Bedwin of the Rose. He was kind of released much later, but right now, right off the bat, we are seeing 3 different elites, and I'll tell you their names. Over here, we see Cat Sith's Lesser Mage, and then it'll evolve into Greater Mage. One thing that's kind of interesting is it seems that Blood Brothers is trying to solidify a cat-type race. We've seen, of course, Cat Sid, Cat Sith Noble, and then of course we have this new guy, Archduke Os, or Aussie, or however the heck you want to say it. But, oh gosh, I'm getting messages. But anyway, back to this. This is Princeps, Angel of Blaze, which is kind of strange because he doesn't very much seem related to this event at all in terms of theme, but he does have a crazy multiplier, so hopefully we'll see some of him in our event coin pools, if of course you want to actually pull event coins this event. And then of course the Iron Giant guy that we received for the 10 million player campaign. He is an event elite, and when you have his second evolution, it's ×5, which is about the same of the fully evolved Cat Sith, Lesser Mage, Greater Mage, whatever. So, let's just quickly talk a little bit about the Iron Giant. I will pull up his stats here. I actually forgot to set it up, but it'll only take a moment. Oh, well, fine. Don't give me the Iron Golem. Sorry, I call it Iron Giant. I'm getting mixed up with the movie here. But anyway, Iron Golem, he was given out to everybody. And one thing that's kind of interesting to note is you cannot trade him, which is very strange. What I'm speculating is that Iron Golem, giving out Iron Golem to everyone, was a boon to lesser players, but also a little bit of a marketing ploy, because the only way you can get another is through currently winning a little giveaway that is on their Facebook page, or of course, getting it from pacts. So, I'm sure they're probably hoping that by giving out an Iron Golem 1 to everybody, people are going to want to evolve it so badly that they will pay for packs and hopefully get one. Of course, you know, that might be speculating a little bit too much into it, but knowing Blood Brothers and DeNA, they kind of are money hungry. Let's not lie here. So, basically, that's all we really need to know about the raid event. Nothing has really been significantly changed on the only thing that is a little bit different is that when you do defeat a raid boss, they kind of streamlined the little multiplier page. They kind of show attack bonus, and then under that, you know, MVP bonus, did you get it or not, mob bonus, etc. So it's a little cleaner. You get to see what you could have gotten if you had worked together with an event ally, or so on and so forth, which is, of course, always welcome. You know, user interface improvements. But that's about it, and we'll see how this pans out later, whether or not we're going to be seeing an opportunity perhaps to get an iron golem in this event. Hopefully through points or something. But all I know is that you do get this guy, the Cat Sith Lesser Mage, very early on. I don't currently have the stats for either of these guys, and of course when it says max attack, that's not really the real max attack because most of the time we look at perfect evolutions. We're not going to do a one by one evolution and not max them out. So that's about it. Hope you guys all have good event allies for this event. Of course, this will be an event ally event. I know people are starting to build up their list very quickly, so jump on that if you haven't. So anyway, good luck everyone. Until next time.